having achieved, what do you think it means to them? Your family, your mom, especially your dad, your siblings, if you have any family members especially.
I think everyone is very happy about this achievement. I think they are also very proud. And personally for me, it's a good feeling because I think as a child, as you are growing up, our parents do a lot for us, a lot that they do for us in every way. So to have the opportunity to give back to them in such a special way, I think it's a really humbling opportunity for me. So yeah, it's a good feeling.
Great. I see you've taken special interest in stroke and the management of stroke and training people within that space. What informed your interest in stroke and the management of that issue?
Okay, so I have an interest in neurology first of all. Neurology, that's where my interest is.
What's that? What's neurology?
So neurology, in simple terms, it has to do with brain stuff. Let me just put it that way. It entails a lot, but just in simple terms, it has to do with brain stuff. Yes.
It's a long-term thing to be like a brain surgeon.
So being a brain surgeon, so that's neurosurgery. So you have neurosurgery and neurology. So the neurosurgeons are the one who do the surgeries on the brain, but a neurologist doesn't do surgery.
Right. Okay. Right. I know the story of Ben Carson.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've read his book, and it's very inspirational.
Gifted.
And I'm sure he is also an inspiration to you as well.
Yeah, very much.
Great.
Very much.
So let's delve into your interest in stroke and why you choose to set up a facility that can manage stroke patients.
Okay. So I'm very young in the profession, first of all. But to be honest, stay in the profession. I've realized that for stroke patients, mostly it's the complications of the stroke that becomes a problem for them. Most of the mortality that comes out of it is mostly as a result of the complications. So personally, I thought that if there's a facility, you have a special facility where you can train all the staff there, that's all the staff in that facility are well trained in the management of a stroke patient, so that some of these complications can be reduced and managed properly. I personally believe it will go a long way to reduce the mortality that's associated with stroke. And whether we like it or not, stroke is a condition that the cases are becoming more and more as we go along because of lifestyle changes. We are adopting more of Western lifestyle. As we adopt more of Western lifestyle, we are predisposed to some of these chronic diseases. So there's not something that we can say is going to stop anytime soon. Unfortunately, we'll love for it to say that it's going to stop, but it's something that it's there, and the way things are going, it's not like it's stopping anytime soon. So we need to make sure that we have the right management so that even if the patients come down with it, we are properly trained in order to manage them properly and to avoid the sad incident of them dying as a result of complication and not the stroke itself.
Great, I love that. Florence is going to read for us some messages coming through, so we can pick some points from there.
So this is once again, congratulations. That's quite something. Wow, congratulations. Congrats, Nathaniel. Congrats, dear. I tap into your blessings from my two handsome boys. Proud of you, Nathaniel. My name is Helen Nyako Apa, and then you really showed in tears and you have reaped in joy. This is a great lesson for the youth of today, that righteousness exalts nations and sin is a reproach. Your church and your pastor will be proud of you. A special bravo to your parents for being there for you. My name is Anani Awoshi. That's beautiful. I mean, you have a lot of people who are very excited, and the messages keep coming in. I can't even keep track. Oh wow, see. Hi William. Hi, I'm William watching from Masafo. Congrats to you, my friend. And this one says, congratulations, Nathaniel. May the good Lord continue to bless you for such performance. From Alex Crown Chip Dansoman. I am Jonathan. Hi, I can see you are doing awesome. Another one for you. Can you ask Nat, what are his plans for the next 5 years? I am Jonathan Tebri Esau. Do you think it's something that you want to answer? Dr. Benjamin had 100% and he's on the best side. Hey, shout outs to my man all of you should take over and sing. Hey, somebody's giving us instruction.
All right.
All of you take over the band and sing with the doctor.
All right. All right.
Do you want to try that?
All right. Okay.
Is it part of your gifts? And you see, can I read this last one?
Right.
It says, "Good morning, Akesi. I'm loving the show, and I'm very much glad for the young man for such a tremendous achievement. Kudos." Okay, he sent the same messages twice. You still have some more time for me?
Yeah, two more.
Two more.
Yeah.
Let me go down because there are people who send their messages quite earlier, and I didn't get to read, so it won't be fair on them. Please ask him his relationship status. because adding that to the studying, okay, it's not complete. Wow, kudos to the young doctor. May God lift him higher to raise the flag of Ghana higher in the medical field. From Pastor Kofi Inshiraba Ochre Tema. So maybe my last.
Yes,
Good morning, Akesi. This is Cosby from Kotoku. I feel the doctor was called from above. I'm looking forward
It's indeed a calling, isn't it?
practical experience at the field for the rest of the years. If we didn't read your message, please forgive us. The messages are quite a number.
Wow.
Let me try and steal one more. Say, good morning, my brother. Hope all is well. Anyway, congratulations to you once again. Please, what's your secret? What's your secret to learning plans? I think he answered that. And what's your next move? I'm Ima from Ablekuma.
Yeah, I think he's answered all. He's talked about the plans to establish a stroke center. Yeah.
Okay. Please, I want to, let me read this one. He says, hello, good morning. Please, I want to ask him, what is the pass mark after, what was his pass mark after WASI for a student to do medicine? May God bless your hard work.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Doc.
So, I can see, before you go on, I have a very interesting one here. And I want to find out from, it says, I don't still understand why Legon don't give medicine when you get B in English, but A in O. Did you get the question?
Right.
I hear the young doctor was not selected by Legon. He
Wow.
must be regretting today.
My God. So, was that your story? Is that your story?
Yeah.
How did it happen? Can you brief us?
Okay, so so I had 7 A's and a B2 after writing was in I think 2015. Yeah, so I applied to Legon that year, and I was granted entry into medicine. I was granted entry into Bachelor of Pharmacy.
Right.
Yeah, so I did pharmacy for a year there. Then I moved on to UCC to read medicine.
So, because of the B that you had, instead of an A, Legon gave you pharmacy.
Yes.
But UCC gave you medicine, and you did pharmacy for
A year.
a year in Legon, and decided to go to UCC.
Yeah.
Wow. So it means that you can be rejected somewhere, but it's a redirection to someplace else for God to birth what He has placed in you. So if you have been rejected somewhere before, Dr. Nat sitting here was rejected, by Legon just because he had a B in English.
Yeah.
And it was not just a redirection, it was not just a rejection, but actually a redirection to UCC, where God will do all of these things through him. If you feel like today, Dr. Nat's story must inspire you to know that it's not a rejection, it is actually a redirection. And your last words to a young person who also wants to study medicine, wants to be a medical doctor, who's inspired by your story and wants to, do medicine, what would you say to such a young person?
Yeah, so what I would say is that as you are moving on in life, you should have clear goals that you should set
Goals.
right from the start. And you should always have those goals at the back of your mind and make sure that you are going to get them. Sometimes what happens is that as you're on the journey to achieving your goals, you get to a point where you get so comfortable at where you are, then it's easy to forget the exact goal that you have. For instance, as I went to pharmacy, the results were quite good, so I easily said that, okay, fine, I'm doing quite well here. Why should I leave here and go to a new place, a new system to try something new? But I had a clear goal. I wanted to read medicine, and that's what I wanted. So despite all that, all the results I had there, which I could have easily said I'm staying to continue, I did not do that, and I aspired to just go and read the medicine. So all that I want to say is that if you have a plan to move from a point A to C, even if you get to B and you are so comfortable, you shouldn't forget that your end goal was to get to the point C. So that should be the focus, and you shouldn't lose track of it. Yeah.
So in effect, don't settle.
No, you shouldn't settle for less.
Go for what you want.
Exactly.
Wow, this is impressive. This is impressive stuff. I want to find out about your social circles, the kinds of people you relate to, the kinds of people around you. You have a best friend. They say you are a shark, so some sharks can, and they don't go out, they don't do stuff. Do you have any social circles at all?
Yeah, I do. I have a lot of close friends. I personally believe in making quite few friends, but a lot of acquaintances. Because it's important in this world that you always need to have networks, like connections with a lot of people. You don't know when you need someone, so that one is very important. So I have a lot of close friends. Yeah.
Right. So we have a surprise person who is on the line to talk to you. I don't know if you can think through your head and say, yeah, is this person? Are you ready to hear the person?
Sure. Yeah.
Right. Are you ready to go, guys? Dr. Nat is ready to hear the person. Hello, who is on our line, please?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Can you please introduce yourself to Dr. Nat?
My name is Professor Leonard Chikwati.
Prof, good morning.
Congratulations once again.
Thank you very much, Prof. Thank you very
I
much.
hope you are doing well.
Yes, please. By God's grace, I'm doing well. Yourself?
By grace, I'm also doing well.
We thank God. We thank God.
But we want to find out what kind of a student Nat was while studying with you in UCC.
I would say Nathaniel is an outstanding and selfless student. And most of the time, when we talk about outstanding students, most people see a selfish kind of intelligent student, but Nat is not that kind of student. There are a number of students in his class that will be attracted in graduating from medical school to Nat, because he will go out of his way to help a lot of students. And even sometimes when some students are struggling in his class, I will direct them to him. And it goes even beyond his class to other classes that are still in the medical school. He tries to squeeze time for people and help them when they are struggling academically. Somebody like me wasn't surprised to hear that had 16 awards. Actually, I was expecting more than that.
Wow.
Yes, I was expecting, but I got to realize that he never liked the surgical discipline. So if you look at the awards that he didn't take, they are the surgical ones. Like obstetrics and gynecology, surgery, best students in surgery. But he was an all-round person. Even with these awards, the people who took the awards just took it with a marginal point, not even up to 1.
Wow.
Some were like 0.5 and all that. So he's an all-round selfless student. That's what I can say about him.
Wow. Those are some very impressive things you said about the young man here. Prof, what do you think the future for Nathaniel is like? I want to find out from you. You have seen his potential. You have seen the kinds of things that, the kinds of things that he did while studying with you. What do you think the future for Nathaniel looks like?
I think he has a bright future ahead of him. The day of graduation, I had a chance to speak to him, to ask him what his plans are. And he told me he wants to specialize in internal medicine and go into the area of neurology. And I think that as much as I have been listening to all the interviews that are going on, I think we just, as a country, we need to move beyond the interviews and start discussing scholarship, so that we grant Nathaniel scholarship to go and study as a matter of urgency to come and contribute to the future build-up of intellectuals in this country. I have actually thrown a challenge to him that I became an associate professor at the age of 41.
Great.
But I expect him to become an associate professor at the age of 35, and he knows that.
Great.
And I'm praying and hoping that we will start discussing scholarship so that as a matter of urgency, Nathaniel can go and study and join academia in UCC Medical School, where we will need him to come and contribute to the training of doctors and also bring up cutting-edge research in the field of internal medicine, which he's planning to go into. So I think he has a bright future ahead of him. But we need to help him to grant him the resources that he can go into the field that he's planning to go into.
Great. Great. Prof. Nat also has some few words to share with you, please.
Thank you.
Prof, good morning once again.
Good morning, Nat.
Yes, I want to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you to you for your immense support and the confidence you put in me throughout my education there. At a very young level, I think in level 200, you challenged me to give up my best and to never settle for less. So I want to thank you so much for what you did for me throughout my entire stay there. I'm so grateful to you, Prof. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Nat. And I'm hoping to see you very soon as a colleague in academia.
Sure, Prof. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Prof. Professor Kwating from UCC. Thank you for talking to us this morning on GTV Breakfast Show. So this has been The Scoop. My name is Akese Brimpon, and I've been talking to Dr. Nathaniel Nikujo, who graduated top of his class, sweeping 16 awards out of 22 from the medical school in the University of Cape Coast. Stay tuned. We'll come back after this break.
For best student in community medicine, cash prize 100 Ghana cedis, and the awardee is Nathaniel Kudo. Best student in chemical pathology, cash prize 500 Ghana cedis, awardee is Nathaniel Kudo. Dr. Kinney Isaac Ayi Award for Best Student in Ear, Nose and Throat Rotation. Cash prize 500 Ghana cedis, and the awardee is Nathaniel Kudo. Kofi Esuman Prize for Best Graduating Male Student, and the prize is a tabletop refrigerator. The awardee is Nathaniel Kudo. Best Graduating Clinical Student. The prize is 1,000 Ghana cedis, and the awardee is Nathaniel Kudo. Best Graduating Preclinical Student. Cash prize 1,000 Ghana cedis, and the awardee is Nathaniel Kudo. Prize for Best Student in MBCHB Final Part 2. A prize of 500 Ghana cedis, And the awardee is Nathaniel Kudu. Vice Chancellor's Prize for Best Overall Performance. And the prize is a laptop computer with its accessories and 1,000 Ghana cedis. And the awardee is Nathaniel Kudu.